everybody, it's Zach, aka Zach's Reviews. We are back again with another video, and guys, today we're going to be talking about Peacemaker. Peacemaker came out yesterday, the premiere of the first 3 episodes, and I finally got the chance to watch them. Shockingly enough, as all you guys know, because I think I've talked about it before on the channel before. If not, if I haven't, that I was not interested by the trailers for Peacemaker. I thought the jokes were very if a 16-year-old or 14-year-old wrote them. I was like, by the trailers and by the humor from what I could tell by the trailers, I was just like, I'm not into this. This doesn't look interesting at all. I don't know if I'm gonna like this, because as I've said before on my the Suicide Squad, my spoiler review for Suicide Squad, I said I did not like the character Peacemaker. I got pissed when he killed Rick Flag. That pissed me off, just like about that character. That really made me angry, made me hate the character. But not gonna lie, guys, they really surprised me with the first 3 episodes. I of course I was gonna give it a watch just because the lack of shows and things coming on right now, with shows are still on break, and they're starting to come out as the months go by. Our shows are starting to come back on. Movies, there's not a lot of the new movies out except Scream right now, which I saw today. We don't really have a big movie until March with the Batman, and I forget, something else is coming out. Oh, and also with us, Moon Knight's coming out this March too. So we really don't have big things coming back on until March. So literally, I said, you know what, I'm going to check out the show, of course, give it a shot. And surprisingly enough, I finished watching the first 3 episodes, and I'm quite impressed. I've been hearing that people have been loving the show. It got a certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. It is very impressing to me that a character that a lot of people hated, because a lot of people didn't like Peacemaker and Suicide Squad, are now ending up loving the character from this series, at least from the first 3 episodes, and are loving this show. I shockingly enough, I laughed at a lot of jokes in these first 3 episodes. I was very impressed how much I was laughing about these jokes. I was just laughing my ass off. I already have favorite characters. I love Vigilante. He reminds me of Deadpool. I'm already in and sold with that. His name is Adrian. That's his actual name. I really like that character. I find him funny, especially we first meet him in the first episode, but he works at the diner. As his day job, and there was this one scene in when he had to make up an excuse why he was happy, which was fucked up, the joke he made, but I was like, okay. I was like, damn, you really have the sense of James Gunn's humor throughout this. It really shows that there's no boundaries, no barriers, because this is a TV MA show, so he could just do whatever the fuck he wants with his humor. So you really could tell that's James Gunn's humor. A lot of it stuck for me, a lot of it didn't. I really love the action sequence. The first action sequence we got in the first episode, in the hotel room, was very impressive. I really loved that. It was in somebody's apartment. And that was just a cool fight sequence, and we really get the insight of what the threat is. And I love how this first starts off. The first episode, we start off a couple of months after the aftermath of Suicide Squad, and I really love how he just thinks that he can just walk out of the hospital. And I love how they start off by saying he's getting an X-ray and he has no broken bones. The only thing he has wrong is a bruised or a rupture, a bruised shoulder or something that he needs to do some physical therapy for. And even though a building fell on him and he got shot in the neck, but the only injury he has is a little torn muscle in his shoulder or some shit like that. And I really love that that plays a joke throughout the first 2 episodes. That's the joke is that he just keeps hitting it and keeps doing shit to it because that's something he feels pain with, I guess, right now, and we really see that throughout the episodes. But I just really love how he thinks he can just walk out, because the doctor's he asks the doctor, can I just leave? And she's like, yeah, go take some rest. You need some rest to do some physical therapy, get some rest, do this. And he really just thinks he can leave. But then we have the team come in saying, you served 4 years, but you're not done serving out of your 35 years of serving, I guess, before you're free just to walk or something like that. And or you're 30 or 35 years. He said something. But the main guy his name was it was like Crimson Byrne or something, or it was Clemson Byrne. That's like the head guy. That's like that Waller put in charge of this new task force to take down this butterfly. I guess like this I guess it's like a butterfly. I guess what I forget the word for it. Like it's like for this unit that I guess it's classified and it's called Project Butterfly, and they need to take out, I guess from what I can tell, these alien butterflies that are in people's heads that are taking them over, and like this is like a global mass like mass destruction globally. They're like taking over humans and like doing this from what I'm gathering. I'm not quite sure where they're heading with this, but all I can tell is by the third episode we get that this is just like this is mass wide across the globe problem of an infiltration of these butterflies in people's heads, gross alien tongues, like weird shit going on. So I'm excited to see where this is going to go going forward. And I love how like when Vigilante, aka Adrian, aka Vigilante, like he wants to be involved. He doesn't trust any of like, of course, of Peacemaker's team that he has, and he's jealous because like, they'll never be your best friend like I'm your best friend and stuff like that. He just reminds me so much of Deadpool, and I love Adrian's character. I love that character. I'm excited to see what other cool shit he's gonna do. Along with my other favorite character besides Vigilante is I like I forget what it's like they had very weird names. Her name is Harcourt Harcourt. I like that character Harcourt. She was really cool, and that's kind of like Peacemaker's love interest from what I'm gathering, or like a Peacemaker's like potential love interest. Like he clearly has a thing for her, because she's a cool, strong woman, and like he clearly is like, whoa, I never thought there. You know what I mean? Like he's like, whoa, what a woman. You know what I mean? So I can already tell like he has a crush on her, and I feel like it's gonna like progress as the season goes on. I don't even know if I got like if Peacemaker got confirmed for season 2. I know James Gunn is making another DC series. I don't know what of yet. I don't know if they confirmed it. But it is interesting to me to see where this will go and how this is, because we clearly know this is canon with everything that's going on in the DC universe besides the Snyder stuff. So I'm curious to know when the Flash movie happens, will all this get undone? I don't know. So that's kind of annoying to me because like when Flash happens, it's going to like ruin everything because it's already screwing up everything else. Like it's getting rid of so many characters and rewriting things. It's kind of like their version of a reboot, but I don't know if that's the best idea that they should be doing so soon, when people are actually liking what Snyder did with the Snyder cut. But forget that for a second though. But I just don't even like. I just don't know how this is going to, because we know it's a global threat. So how will this get resolved? And we don't quite know what these butterflies are, because they wouldn't even tell Peacemaker what the butterfly project was. Like they just went in to shoot this I guess mayor and his kids, because he said that they were butterflies or some shit. And he's like, I don't want to kill kids if we're not sure if they're these things that you're claiming them to be. And when it came down to shooting them, and Peacemaker knew they were butterflies because he's been encountered with a butterfly in the first episode in the apartment fight sequence when he had that girl he was I guess effing up in the apartment building, because he hasn't had interaction with a lady in a very, very, like, I think for 4 years since he's been in prison. So he did it with the first girl that was interested, but it turned out to be a butterfly, which that was insane, that sequence again, because he put on the record he was dancing in his underwear, and then the girl came out with a knife trying to slice him. She sliced him a couple of good times, and there was they were throwing each other around the room, throwing each other through walls. It was crazy shit, but it was great, camera work, great choreography. Again, the intro to the show is goofy as hell, but it makes sense that it would be goofy as hell when you have a character like Peacemaker. Along with Eagly, I love his like companion. I love Eagly. I loved the moment when he gave him a hug, and it meant more to me in the actual episode than it did in the trailer. But I thought it was pretty cool in the trailer. I'm not gonna lie, but I am actually enjoying this a lot more, and I'm happy I'm enjoying it because again, I had low standards walking into this. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. I already know I don't like this character from when I was shown in Suicide Squad, but there's surprisingly grounding him to a point where he is realizing his mistakes. Like, he regrets killing Rick Flag. He already regrets that. We see that through like episode, I want to say it was episode 2 we see that, or episode 1, I'm not quite sure. I think it was like in episode 2. You really can tell he's like he's upset about that, and you know, he's upset that people, like, he pushes people away, and we really see that he doesn't like he was like questioning, I don't want to kill kids, you know what I mean? And she's like, oh, like Harcourt, you know, she was like, oh, I thought you would kill anybody for, you know, for peace, and you know, and peace and freedom and all that stuff. And he's like, you know, I say that, but you know, I'm not just gonna kill some kids. And we really see how, like, when he has the shot and he finds out they're butterflies, he can't take it. And it was a good thing that, you know, Vigilante was there, because he said, you know, he was like, picked up his visor, was like, so it started shooting them, and then they said, like, oh, you know, Berenstain, you know, daughter 1 down, Berenstain, son 2 down, Berenstain, yeah, that's what you know, Harcourt was doing, which I thought was funny when she was saying that, because, you know, John and the other girl, I forget her name, and you know, in Clemson Mern and John and Leota, I think that's her name, or Leoto, or I again, I'm terrible with pronouncing names, but Amanda Waller's daughter, which that was a mind-blowing moment when we found out that was Amanda Waller's daughter, and like, and she doesn't even like really trust Clemson, you know, Mern. If that's again, that's such a weird name. Clemson Mern, she doesn't even really trust him. She trusts, you know, her daughter that's pretending not to be her daughter. Like, she has a totally different last name than, of course, Amanda Waller's. So right now she's playing, you know, people are kind of onto her, especially, you know, Harcourt is really onto her, saying like, oh, you know, how would you know, anybody know that, you know, who, you know, Peacemaker is, and how he knows about the butterflies? How would the butterfly even go after him? And, you know, I mean, it was with his file, but like, people were kind of on to, Amanda Waller's daughter. So that's going to be interesting to see if that will get revealed down the line, because that's the only person Amanda Waller trusts is her daughter. And I'm afraid her daughter, I hope she doesn't get hurt, because she's like, I'm only here to collect the money and then I'm gone. I don't want to be in this business. But Amanda Waller wants her daughter to be in the business. And that's just, I feel like they're setting up a potential where she could possibly die, because she is too, you know, Amanda's like, you know, when you put your heart out on the line, you know, that could get you killed. And I'm afraid that they're foreshadowing that early on. But I feel like that's where it could lead, is she could die, or maybe, you know, her wife could die. So I'm just interested to see what's going to happen with that. There's just a lot of things going on, and, you know, other than that, like, the action sequences was the one in the episode 1, that big, you know, fight that went out, and the other fight that I really liked was at the end of episode 3, when there was like a big fight going out with like this I forget what this one like villain's name was, but he was kicking, Judo Master was kicking the shit out of Peacemaker and out of Vigilante. Like, that was a cool sequence, and out of the Hardcore, like, he was putting in work. And the moment where, like, John, like, hit him with their stakeout vehicle, I was like, damn. Like, and you know, Peacemaker had some fucked up jokes about, you know, Judo Master. I was like, damn, that shit's fucked up. Like, again, you can tell it's totally James Gunn's humor, but I'm really enjoying it. This was a pleasant surprise. I'm going to keep watching it, that's for damn sure. I think going forward, I am actually going to be dropping episode by episode reviews of the show every Thursday, because I'm finding this more interesting to me, and a pleasant surprise where I'm like, okay, I'm excited to see where this is going to go, but potentially I'm really annoyed, because like the more I thought about this, again, Flashpoint, a version of Flashpoint is going to happen when this is all going to get rewritten. So is this going to get written out? That's what I'm afraid of, is that we're really investing in this global threat, and like I'm assuming this is going to be like a big, changing moment for like the DC universe, whatever is probably going to happen, because if it's global, how are you going to deal with that problem? Along with, they've mentioned, they've mentioned Harley Quinn, they've mentioned, I think they've mentioned Joker in this, they've mentioned Batman. I like how they're mentioning, and I like how we even see Amanda Waller in the one moment where we finally, she is talking to, Amanda Waller is talking to her daughter, and says, you know what I mean, and just that was just a shocking moment to me. I was not prepared for that. I did not see that coming. But again, guys, I want to know how you guys are feeling about the Peacemaker series. Are you guys liking it? Did you guys initially like the trailers and it made you want to watch the show? Did you guys not like the trailers, but you guys wanted to check it out to see if you guys would like it? Did you guys like, Peacemaker in James Gunn's Suicide Squad? Did you like the character, and were you excited that there was going to be a Peacemaker series being made? Again, when I found out that, like, when he died in the movie, Peacemaker, I'm like, yeah, you're dead. But I was like, oh, crap. Like, James Gunn kind of ruined it, because I was like, oh, he confirmed that there would be a Peacemaker series. I'm like, damn, like, so he does survive. Before even the end credit popped up, I'm like, he survives. Fuck, like, shit. So I was kind of like, I don't want to show with this ass. I don't like him. And people call him an ass in the show. People are like, when he's like, oh, you don't know who I am. I'm the best superhero ever. And I mean, I'm the most badass. And they're like, oh, who are you again? And he's like, I'm explaining, I'm all about justice, this, and that. And they're like, oh, you're that asshole. You know what I mean? That racist asshole. I'm like, damn. I'm like, they're really going down on you. Oh, his father is so fucked up. It's not even funny. Like, his father deserves to go to prison, man. His father's an ass. But we know when Peacemaker finds out that, that John threw, and also John, not only John, but, Clemson Mern, when he found out that John, made it so his fingerprints were on, or like his license or fingerprints were on the car, was on Peacemaker's car, and set him up to, like, take the fall instead of Peacemaker. That's a problem when Peacemaker finds out you really, like, you framed my father, this and that. That's going to cause a problem. Also, that new helmet of Peacemaker's is sick as shit. When he said, like, I forget what he said, he said, crater something, or, like, he said some activation to make it, like, a big burst of energy come out. I think he said, like, echo something, or I forget what he said, but that was such a cool sequence when he, like, exploded that butterfly. I was like, damn, that's impressive. I'm like, that's pretty cool. It's cool as shit, that helmet. But again, like, his father's fucked up. But I'm excited to see how this is all going to get resolved, especially in the next episode, since we now know what the butterfly is. At least, Peacemaker now knows, and also Vigilante. And I'm assuming John will get the notification that this is global and this is going to be a problem, that this is way beyond what Waller signed him up for. They thought there was this little pocket of these butterflies, like in this one, like there was only like a group of them, but this is globally, it's spread. So this is like so that's going to be insane. I don't know if Waller understands how big this is, but it's big. But Waller probably does know, because that's Waller. She knows how to put people in situations. She does it to the Suicide Squad. She knows the bigger picture, but she knows that she doesn't care about them. Like, they're there to do her bidding, and that's that. So I'm excited to see if she does know, and if she does know, why would she let her daughter go into that get put in that position where she could die? So that's all going to come out, and I feel like that's what's interesting to me. Also, like, she was kind of defending Peacemaker when, even Amanda Waller was asking, like, oh, how's Peacemaker? And she's like, oh, well, he's doing his thing or whatever. He's full of it. He's doing his thing. And she's like, don't put your heart on the line. That's how you could get yourself killed. Meaning that you don't fall for anybody, a part of this group. You can get that. That's how you get killed, and this and that. Don't get attached. And I feel like the only friend really Peacemaker has on that group is her. So so that's going to be very interesting to see how this all plays out going forward in episode 4. But guys, again, I'm really interested to hear how you guys like the first 3 episodes. Again, I was shocked they released the first 3 episodes. I was not prepared that that's what they were going to be doing. I'm not complaining. I was happy to binge these 3 episodes because I did like that. Also, like, I'm tired as shit. I woke up today at 7 o'clock. Because I had to go get up early, take pictures with my bro Jamie, and then we went to go see Scream. So at like 11:30. So like I'm beat as hell. And also I worked out previously yesterday, like really hard worked out. Like I was really like sweating and putting in work. So I'm like gassed right now. I'm so tired. If anybody can't tell. But I'm just happy I was able to talk about this for a little bit and let you guys know that I'm actually really enjoying this series so far. I'm excited to see where it goes in episode 4. And I just want to let you guys know I will be dropping my review, my spoiler review for, for episode 4 and going on. So I'll be dropping episode by episode reviews of Peacemaker. So I'm excited to see this end result, and I'm excited to see where episode 4 will go. And I'm also excited again to hear what you guys have to say about this series and what you guys like about it and what you guys dislike about it. Again, I don't know. I don't find a lot of dislikes so far about what I don't like about the show. I like the fighting that's happened. I would just like maybe a little bit more fighting. I would like that a little bit more, like more stylistic fights, because like the apartment sequence and like I really want to get more fighting and cool stuff, which I feel like we're going to be getting in the next couple of episodes. Also, let me know down in the comments below how many episodes total are there of this series. I am curious to know. But guys, that's the video. Again, let me know who your favorite character is. Again, mine's Hardcore and Vigilante, and shockingly enough, Peacemaker right now. But I would do Hardcore, Vigilante, then Peacemaker, because I really like Vigilante. Also, that one sequence where like he's like, Peacemaker's like, oh, I'll never talk. Oh, yeah, oh yeah, like turn up the electricity, when he's like, when that one butterfly dude, mayor dude, has the jumper cables on his fucking like dick. I was like, damn. I was like, really, you're gonna do your bro like that? And then he was trying to cut off his pinky toe, and like the noise, that was disgusting as shit. Like I felt bad for him. After that, I would be like, bro, fuck you, you're not my friend. I would have left. But guys, that was the video again. And yeah, I'm just really enjoying it, and I can't wait for episode 4. But guys, again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, put on those notifications, like this video. I'd love to have you guys here, part of this family here on this channel. We're all about spreading love, positivity, and motivation, and we're on our way to hitting 500 subs, guys. So yet again, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and like this video, because again, it helps the channel, it helps grow the channel, and also it helps bring more people into the channel, and it helps really grow this family. So again, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and like this video. But guys, that was the video. I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day, and I'll see you guys next Thursday for episode 4 of Peacemaker. Peace.